Hello, first grade. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about word problems with 3 addends. All right. So I collected some red rocks. When I did that, I put them in 3 separate baskets. So I need to figure out what I already know. So I know I have 3 baskets. So I'm going to have 3 numbers. All right. I just need to figure out how many rocks are in each basket. So my first basket, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So I have the number 5 in my first basket. My second basket, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So I have 4 in this basket. And the last basket, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And another great thing to do is when I am counting these rocks, I want to look at them, but also if I need, I can go ahead and cross them off. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And I know there's 5 there. All right. That's just in case if I am getting a different number than what is actually there. So we want to make sure that we figure out what exactly is in our baskets. I need to find out how many rocks I have in all. How many rocks I have in all. So I need to think, what am I going to do to figure this out?
And all, add.
So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I need to go ahead and add 2 of these numbers together first. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and write an equation. So right here, I have 5 in my one basket plus, because I'm trying to figure out how many in all, 4 in my other basket plus 5 in my other basket equals, we're trying to figure that out. Don't quite know yet. So I'm going to take 2 of my numbers and add them together.
9.
So when I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 numbers together first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add 5 and 4. So I'm going to take my 5 rocks and I'm going to add 4 more. So I'm going to count on. So I'm going to go ahead and write my equation real quick. So 5 plus 4 equals, let's figure that out. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 rocks there so far. All right. Okay.
9 plus 6.
So when I did that, let me go ahead and bring this over. So 5 plus 4 equals 9. All right. So now I need to add on my other part that I have here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. 9, which I figured out 5 plus 4 equals that, plus my 5 equals what? I know these together, they both equal 9. Those together, again, they equal 9. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my big number 9, and I'm going to add on 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 9 plus 5, we found out equals 14. So thinking about that, what does my 5 plus 4 plus 5 equal? It equals 14. So an awesome way to figure out our problems with this when having 3 addends is we want to go ahead and break it up. We're going to add 2 of our parts, and then we want to add on our other one. And an awesome thing we had here is we had a drawing to help us do that. All right, so let's go ahead and figure out another problem here. So real quick before I do that, I want to go ahead and switch it around real quick. If I was doing a different way, meaning if I was taking and adding a different number there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and erase this part. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to start with another number. I'm going to start with my 4 and my 5, which actually I just did the same thing there. So in this problem, it's the same thing. So I'm actually going to take 5 and 5 this time. I'm going to take these two numbers, 5 and 5. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do 5 plus 5. Well, that's an easy one. That's a doubles factor. We should know what 5 plus 5 is because 5 on top of my tens frame and 5 on the bottom, which equals 10. So let's look at our problem now. What number do we have left? We did our 5 and our 5. And I'm going to go ahead and underline it to make it easier to know what I did. So I already did my 5 and my 5. Now I need to go ahead and add on 4. So I'm going to go ahead and take my 10 and I'm going to add on my last part that I have. So 10 plus 4, 10, because remember, I did my 5 and my 5, which equals 10. So I'm going to say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And my answer is 14. So my 5 plus 4 plus 5 is 14. All right, let's go ahead and do another problem. Alrighty, so I'm actually going to do a word problem with you. So make sure that you have a piece of paper and a pencil out to work this out with me because we're going to do it together. It says Roxy has some markers. She has 7 red markers, 3 blue markers, and 9 green markers. I'm sorry, and 6 green markers. How many markers does Roxy have in all? So I'm going to go back in this problem and I'm going to highlight what we have. So we have 7 red. She has 3 blue and 6 green. So I'm going to go ahead and whip out some crayons. All right. And the crayons are going to help me. And I'm going to go ahead and draw 3 boxes. So go ahead and draw 3 boxes. Again, if you have to pause it and draw it, it is totally fine. If I'm going too fast, just go ahead and pause and we will go ahead and you can go ahead and finish what you're doing and then come back into the video. Alrighty, so I have my 3 boxes. So I'm going to put my 7 red markers in there and I'm just going to use my chips right here, my counters. And I'm actually going to do it in a tens frame way. And that's the power of when we're doing it ourselves, we can do certain things to help us, to benefit what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and make 7 of these, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to write the number in there that I have 7 there, just so I know. All right, 5, 6, 7, perfect. 3 blue, so I'm going to go ahead and make 3 of these blue and put them in here. And go, make it blue. 3 blue, 1, 2, and 3. Again, I'm going to go ahead and write my number 3. Awesome. And then 6 green. Green. Perfect. 2, 3, oops. 4, 5, and 6. And again, write my number 6. So it's just easy. I can look at it real quick and I know it. So I need to put this into an equation, an addition equation. All right. So we have 7 red plus 3 blue plus 6 green. I need to figure out how many markers she has in all. All right. So I'm going to look at this and I want to add 2 of my parts that I already have, that I know of, which we know all of our parts. We're just going to go ahead and add to it first. So I'm going to add my 7 and my 3. All right. So my 7 plus my 3 equals, I'm going to start off with my 7 right here. 7, 8, 9, 10. So my 7 plus 3 equals 10. All right, now I need to go ahead and add what I have left over. So I've already done, and you can do this. You can cross off those two boxes because you've already figured out 7 plus 3, which equals 10. Now I have my 6 left. So I'm going to go ahead and do my 10 plus my 6. Oh, sorry. My 10 plus my 6 to figure out what my whole is. So 10, and again, you can write the number there to know, hey, I have 10 now here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 10 plus 6 we figured out equals the number 16. So all in all, 7 plus 3 plus 6 equals 16. 16 is the whole I was looking for. So how many markers does Roxy have in all? She has 16 markers. Now I'm real quick going to go ahead and do 2 different numbers. So if you wanted to switch it, you can go ahead and do 3 plus 6. And we're going to go ahead and do that real quick right now. So give me 1 second while I real quick erase this. And then we'll do that together. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and write my problem again. I have 7 plus 3 plus 6 equals some number. I'm going to go ahead and add 3 plus 6 this time. I'm going to work on this side right now. So 3 plus 6 equals what? What does that equal? All right, so 6 or 3, we can start at 3 or 6. It doesn't matter because you're adding them together. So if we did 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or you could do it the bigger number, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we know that 3 plus 6 equals 9. All right. So now I did 3 and 6, which together they equaled 9. So now I need to add my last number that I have, which is 7. So 9 plus 7 equals what? So I'm going to start. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 9 plus 7 equals 16. So again, 7 plus 3 plus 6 equals 16. How many markers does Rosie have in all? Or Roxy have in all? 16. So you can add 3 plus 6, or you can add 7 plus 3 at first. It doesn't matter as long as you're making sure that you count all of your dots, your pictures, your manipulatives, whatever you're using. Make sure you count all of them to get that answer. And you can actually check your work and how I did 7 plus 3 first, and then I added 6. You can check your work and do it backwards and do it the other way, 3 plus 6. And then figure out 3 plus 6, what's that answer, which was 9. 9 plus 7 equals 16. Did I get the same answer in both? Yep, then you're good. All right, I'm going to give you one problem that I want you to try on your own. When you are done, I want you to go ahead. You're going to pause it. When you're done, then you're going to come back and you're going to check your answer with me. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and flip over the problem. All right, so here's our equation. Felix has 5 blue flowers, 3 green flowers, and 8 red flowers. How many flowers does Felix have in all? So go ahead, pause it, figure it out. When you're ready to go ahead and work, figure out if your answer is correct, then go ahead and unpause. All right, so you figured out your equation. So I'm going to go ahead and write the equation up. So we got 5 blue. And a good thing real quick I do want to go over is I'm going to go ahead and highlight this in my question. So I just know. So we have 5 blue, 3 green, and 8 red. I'm going to go ahead and write my equation. 5 plus 3 plus 8. 5 plus 3 plus 8 equals some number. And we're going to figure that equation out. I'm going to go ahead and draw my boxes just to help me. All right. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So I'm going to put 5 on my first one, and I'm going to go ahead and do the 5 blue. Now, remember, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to what the question is asking you and separating them in certain ways so it's easy to figure it out. So 5 blue. 2, 3, 4. Let me move this up. 4 and 5. 5 blue. I'm going to put my number in there so I know that there's 5 there. So 5 blue, 3 green, 2, 3. And again, I know that I have 3 green, so I'm going to write the number 3. And then I have, oops, sorry, 8 red. I'm going to change these into red. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Go ahead and write my 8. Oops. Alrighty. So I'm going to add 5 and 3 together first. So when I go ahead and do my 5 and 3, I have 5 plus 3 equals, let's figure out what our answer is. So 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So my 5 plus 3 is 8. All right. So now I need to add, I know that I did the 5 and the 3, and those together equaled 8. So now I need to add on my other 8. So 8 plus 8 equals, let's figure that out. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 8 plus 8 equals 16. So all in all, 5 plus 3 plus 8 equals 16. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to check my answer by doing it the other way. So if you did the way that I just did it, I want you to go ahead and check it how I'm doing it. If you did it the opposite way, I want you to do what I just did now or what I just did before and check it the other way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my equation back just to make sure. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and work the other way. So I'm going to start with 3 and 8. So 3 plus 8 equals some number, and we're trying to figure that out. So I'm actually going to start with my bigger number. You can start with your 3 and then add on 8, but I'm start with the bigger number because we're adding them together and they're going to be the same thing. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So 3 plus 8 equals 11. All right. So I did my 3 and my 8 together. They made 11. And now what I need to go ahead and do is I need to add on my 5. So 11, which was my sum of what I got from 3 and 8. 11 plus my 5 equals, let's figure it out, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 11 plus 5 equals 16. So 5 plus 3 plus 8 equals your number 16. So they both ways equaled 16. Awesome job on using 3 addends to help you with figuring out this problem and figuring out the sum. Great job. I will see you guys later.